What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Dano Crypto. On this channel, we show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystems. I'm loving my mic right now. It's green screening, but it looks super cool. It almost looks like a galaxy or something. But welcome everyone. I hope you're doing well on this fine Monday. Guys, we are going into a really pivotal month for this cycle and for this year. We have April 2nd. Trump reciprocal tariffs could be going into effect, and we're going to break those down. We're going to give you our thesis on why I think that might already be kind of priced in for some parts of the market and how this is going to affect Bitcoin over time. We're going to get into some of these altcoins. We're going to get into some of these new launches. We're going to get into some of the new gaming token ecosystems that just launched. We're going to get into those, and we're going to just break down some of the topics in the market. Today, we're going to break down some of the trades. But guys, first, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ding the bell to be notified, and we're going to get this show on the road. But first, let's have a word from our sponsors.
This token is the end game. It's the shitcoin of shitcoin. I mean, imagine telling your coworker you're quitting because Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 and you coin. Boom! Imagine the media reporting on Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 and you. Ticker is Bitcoin, breaking 1 billion market cap. Now, unless you hate money, go ahead and visit HPOSNI.
We love playing that, but they actually don't sponsor the channel, but we like to joke around. But hope everyone is doing well today. So we're gonna break down what we think is happening with Bitcoin. This was our post of our breakdown. Actually, early in today. In the morning, well, I was to say it was last night. It was 1:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we were thinking that we were going to possibly get a bounce reversal as long as we could stay in this range and in this purple box. And so we broke it down. We made a video. We said, look, it's possible that we could get a Bitcoin short squeeze, and bam, it's happening right there. We're getting the short squeeze. So we're getting a squeeze right here, possibly up into the 200-day moving average, which is 85,900, basically $86,000 per Bitcoin. We had Michael Saylor buy some Bitcoin today. On Mondays is usually when he does his big purchase, or at least when they announce the purchase, which is really interesting because I feel like really the purchase was already made and then they make the announcement, and it's kind of like with a lot of things, like the thing has already happened and here's the news, and then here how the market would like to manipulate us to one side or the other. But regardless, we see that this was a pivotal support level, and also we had one down here at 79,000-80,000. So if we didn't go past this purple box, we were thinking, okay, if we can just hold this level, if we can hold 82, then this is where we would go. So we actually held it. So the bullish case scenario of our TA was confirmed. So with that confirmation, we ended up jumping into some trades, and we jumped into some obvious trades that we've been wanting to watch and also get in is Zeus and also Bitcoin. Zeus is the first DeFi Bitcoin protocol on Solana that is providing basically true wrapped Bitcoin that isn't like wrapped Bitcoin, like say on Binance or whatever it is, whatever wrapped Bitcoin you have, like on Coinbase or something. It's actually a true one-to-one Bitcoin that's represented as a ZBTC. And then you can do DeFi, you can do Bitcoin DeFi, just all this stuff. So it's a huge narrative. And so we're following this. We're thinking that this thing could easily get back to $1 of where we were previously at. So this is one of the coins that we're looking at. If you're interested in one of the biggest crypto narratives that could be playing out in the next, not just this year, but the next few years, because you got to think about how Bitcoin is going to be implemented through all the DeFi protocols, and the chain that's going to be holding the most Bitcoin and doing the most Bitcoin DeFi action is going to be the highest valued chain in the next coming years. So this is why I think it's really important to follow these different coins and follow these narratives. Also, see where we are still fairly bullish, but we have to actually get back into, some key levels. So we have to watch these levels. I think April is going to be very interesting. I think a lot of people are expecting that Trump, with the tariffs, we're going to break the tariffs down, that on April 2nd, these reciprocal tariffs and different sectors of the markets and on countries like Russia, China, I think India, we have Mexico, we have the UEs, the big one. A lot of these are going to be, there's one for the auto sector. There's a lot to break down with the tariffs. So we used Grok, and we're going to use Grok's assistance and AI so we can kind of break down and get the key information. But this is going to ultimately shake up the market a little bit, but I feel like that's already possibly been priced in. It's possibly already been priced in, as you guys can tell, the timeline has been mega bearish. So we want to make sure we stay neutrally optimistic. I don't want to be bearish, and I don't want to be too bullish. I just want to be neutrally optimistic. I think that's a good spot to be when it comes to where we're at right now, because a lot of people are thinking about quitting. They're down really bad. I mean, look, my portfolio is down like 60%. I mean, it looks terrible. You look at your portfolio and you're like, is this ever going to end? But this is the point where in the cycle where the last month, 2 months are the craziest. So we're going to get some crazy times coming into the next couple months, because historically, if we were to break down these cycles, we have had, on the halving years, 520 something average days that we get peak prices. So we are going to be arriving in 20 days, 25 days. We will be a year exactly from the last halving, which was April 24th, 2024. So now I was asking Grok if we were heading for a short squeeze today, and it said, it's based on posts by on X today. Some users are suggesting that Bitcoin is gearing up for another short squeeze with a target of 180,000. So that's a big call. So though these claims lack specific evidence and reflect speculation rather than confirmed analysis, but the web sources don't directly address a short squeeze, but a lot of the ranges are going to like 75 or to that $87,000 level, which you can see here. There's two key levels that we're watching here from previous resistance and support, because we had previous resistance at 88,000 and also really pretty decent support here at 80 or 79,000, and then also down here at the bottom at 76. So these are obvious levels that you want to watch in these markets if you're trading them, because these are pivotal bounce points for where we're at. Okay, so but I was wanting more so to get the tariff data so you can kind of prepare for what's coming up. We have April 1st is the last day of the month for March, and it has just been bad. I mean, really, like the data, like the Bitcoin monthly returns I don't think it's ever been this bad. I mean, it's been this quarter one has been absolute trash. I mean, it's just Look at quarter one in the halving year for 2016 was only 3%. This, it's terrible. And then you can see here that on 2020 it was only 10%. But then you can see here quarter one has just been nasty. It's just been terrible. So we can see here, and like, look, February 17%. I don't think we've had that bad of a February ever since 2014. That was the last time we had a true like wrecked February, and March has just not looked good. You can see even in 2021 to 2022, 2023, and 2024, March months were actually all green. So this is the first time in 4 years that we've had a red March. So this is why I think, because we were beat down so bad on average of monthly returns on Bitcoin, February and March, that April is going to give us some action. This is where I'm just kind of speculating. I'm a speculator. We're all speculating here where we think the price is going to go. But I think with a little bit of that volatility, we got Trump announcing that, like, hey, if Iran, if you don't make a deal or you don't figure something out, like, there's going to be massive bombing of likes of you've never seen. That was what Trump said. So this is, there's a lot of volatility geopolitically. We got the tariffs, and so let's break it down. So the tariffs are set to take effect on April 2nd and are part of a broader trade policy that is being championed by President Donald Trump, often referred to as the Liberation Day. So these measures aim to address perceived trade imbalances by imposing reciprocal tariffs, is what we're saying, matching or countering duties that other countries place on U.S. goods. So there's already tariffs that I guess are happening and have been happening. We just didn't really know about them. There's countries that are have tariffs on our goods and vice versa. And I will not begin to, act like I know exactly what they are and how they actually work, because it is, I'm sure it's a lot more complex than what we're thinking. So the administration states goals include boosting domestic manufacturing, and which means that we want to boost our own manufacturing in our country, so then we can provide the jobs, and then we don't have to outsource, and then we're not paying and having these other countries basically benefit and profit off of our benefit off cheap labor, and then we don't actually. We get just the crap end of the deal. We get the short end of the stick, basically. So, and that's been happening under Democratic rule for years and years. For 16 plus years, we've had a administration that has not benefited the American people and has just benefited the constituents of big pharma, big agri, just everything. Like, where we've basically just been short-sighted this whole time. And you wonder why things are so expensive and why things have been how they are. And it's going to take a little bit for it to come off of 16 years of massive manipulation. And look at the Doge fraud. Why do you think people are, quote, protesting in mass about Elon and Doge and Tesla? Don't you think that's a little coordinated? Because the group and the man that's uncovering the billions, trillions of dollars of fraud that sources out and webs out into multiple facets of everything, I think there's probably going to be a coordinated attack to try and make it seem like what they're doing is wrong, and to get a whole group of people psyoped into keying Teslas and quote, calling Elon Nazis. Think about it. So the people that are going to, they're like, oh no, our billions of dollars of fraud money is going to stop flowing into our pockets. We got to do something. Coordinated attacks. All right, so let's get into the tariffs. And guys, if you're enjoying this content and you're having some fun today, make sure you hit the like button. And we can do my friend told me I said guys too many times. That I say guys. I'm like, guys. So we could do a guys count in the chat, or you take a shot every time I say guys, and you'll just be completely wasted before lunchtime. So we're going to have some fun today. I can see the volatility. It's swinging. It's swinging around. We're going to do our best to keep up. We're going to make some profits today, and we're going to have some fun. But in order for us to do that, we got to hit the like button. And let me give a shout out to the peeps here, the people that I always see, and you are recognized because you are the faithful remnant. I call you the faithful remnant because it's the people that they just know. You're part of the crew. You're part of the dojo crew. And you have something special about you. You have something golden inside of you. Something very, very special. So Kenneth, shout out to Kenneth Lodge, shout out to No Spoon, shout out to Crypto Fart. I know Crypto Fart has been feeling the trench. There's some days where I know, like I've said, man, I'm feeling like this market is, you just want to growl, but I'm here to tell you it's okay. I've had those moments too. We're all having those moments. Everyone's portfolio is probably down. There's some people that are doing good. It's not to say that people aren't making money. You can make money on the way up. You can make money on the way down. I will say that on average, it's a lot harder to make money in short while we're still in a bull market. So I want to explain to you guys that we're still in a bull market. I think we're in a bull market. Even if that sounds a little naive, I have data to back it up. There is data to 100% back up that we are still in a bull market and that we just have to have these metrics that always lined up every single time. Quantitative easing starts, Feds cut rates, cheaper debt, money flow, M2, money supply goes up, fiat currency has to go somewhere. Where does it go? It goes in the stock market. It goes into hard assets. It's going into gold. It's going into silver. It's going in the places that we need to be now, not in 6 months or a year when Bitcoin shows $130,000, $140,000, $150,000. Then you're like, oh, now it's a good time to buy. No, it's not. It's now is a good time to buy, and everyone right now is trying to convince you otherwise. Why do you think that? Why do you think the market psychology will make you flip bearish the moment things look nasty in just short-term price action? It's 100%. What makes you think that the biggest wealth managers in the entire world are going to full port into crypto just for it to crash to zero in 4 years? These people are not flipping. They are positioning themselves. They are positioning themselves into millions of dollars of positions, not to just do a quick flip. They're not on pump fund. These are moves like, look, AVAX. There's $1.9 million of AVAX is now in the World Liberty Financial wallet. And we're going to get into how the AVAX ecosystem is positioning themselves to be financial, TradFi, DeFi, and gaming. We're going to get into this new token that just came out that's I think it's powered by AVAX. It's its own ecosystem called Guns that's is used in the off the grid game that's built on AVAX. And look at all these companies: PlayStation, Sony, Xbox, Microsoft, Nvidia. I mean, I don't think you guys truly really understand the level of manipulation to get you to just to be like, it's over, it's done. And they're going to buy your Bitcoin. They're going to scoop your Bitcoin up. People think that's like a false statement of like, You're selling your Bitcoin so then the millionaires can scoop it up, and people go, oh, that's not really, you think that's true? Yes, because it's a limited supply. It's not like the US dollar where you can just like get a bunch of it and it's like, oh, this is it. And this is, they're not going to print anymore. So this is going to be worth a lot of money. This paper. No, the Bitcoin is limited and there's only so much that can go around. So this is why they're positioning themselves even into wrapped Bitcoin on another chain, on Ethereum, and also buying real Bitcoin. I mean, and it goes down the line of how this is going to be the most insane next couple of years that we've ever seen because of the nature of the liquidity coming in, the stable coins. The last live stream that we did on Friday, we talked heavily about stable coins and how it's very, very important. And we can get into that really quick. We'll break it down. I think we had it bookmarked. Let's see. Let's go to our bookmarks. Oh, and this is great too. I love this. This is a thread about the historical bull run. How, look, 500 days, and this explains that 500 days after the halving is when we get the biggest runs. And so we're not even close, guys. We're not even close. So you can see here that this person gets it. So this is like, I've already been found and discovered this analysis, but then also through studying other people's analysis as well, it really strengthens me getting into a more macro mindset. So the crypto market moves in predictable 4-year cycles, and they're kind of getting, it might be more than just after this. I don't know if there's going to be a 4-year cycles. I don't know if we're going to be able to even follow a 4-year cycle anymore. The moment that the dam breaks and it goes Kathy Woods level prediction, $1 million per Bitcoin by 2030. That's a huge liquidity increase. Okay. So I don't think the cycles are probably going to be a little different after that. Understanding these cycles is crucial for maximizing profits as they determine when the market shifts between accumulation, expansion, and correction phases. So it says, historically, BTC follows a distinct pattern where price movements accelerate as adoption grows, but the volatility comes in violently the last 1 to 2 months in the cycle. So, but what's interesting is in both 2017 and 2021 cycles, the biggest gains came from spotting the acceleration phase early and investing in the right alts before alt season began. And this is where we can get into what different, and this person is breaking down a couple of different alts that they think are going to be pumping off of that Bitcoin parabolic move, which is right here. Some of these we like. Some of these are actually in the World Liberty Financial wallet, like Ondo. But the whole point is we were liking this observation of, look, the bull run is still in effect, guys. The bull run is 100% still in effect. 100%. Here's another one. The bears are screaming. Alt season's ended. People are saying, "Look, what are you going to do about a $30,000 Bitcoin?" And this person says that there's actually like 0 market top signals like happening right now. And he's saying when 5 of them hit, I'll sell 100%. And he says to predict the market. So before we start at once, blah blah blah. Let's see. Where was the? Oh, yeah. Good news, no pump. You'll notice a point where even strong positive news stops moving the market. Prices begin to dip slowly despite all the optimism in the air. Meanwhile, in negative news, it was mainly more this picture because this was another one where it was looking at the halving. Here's the halving, 500-day move, halving, 500-day average move, halving, and then 500 day average move. And this was around our price point of where we were predicting around September. August and September, say like late August going into September, is where we think we were going to hit that point. And we had it marked, I think, on the Binance chart, where we were like, look, this is probably where is it just a good, good price point, kind of pinched in that area. Because look, this is where I think it's going to go right here. About 230, 240 around like August, September. We get a nice spike. We get massive liquidity coming in, because then it's just going to be just an arms race for Bitcoin. You remember how arms races happen and how they start to fly, like just it pushes innovation. Things start to speed up. Things start to speed forward. And I think that's what's going to happen with Bitcoin. And we're just being fooled, I think. I think we're being fooled. It's easy in this cycle right now, and in the time of the cycle right now, to get completely smacked around. So that's why we have to zoom out. We have to go macro. We have to know that if history just rhymes a little bit, and then you put into the framework and the sentiment with our government of trying to be the crypto capital of the world. We're not joking about that. Like, the United States, if we're going to like push and actually do something and have the right people hopefully leading in that direction, then we're not playing around. We will be the dominant place to do crypto, and we're going to prove it. So I want to be a part of that, and I'm going to trust in it. I'm going to put my bets. I'm betting way more on them succeeding in this than failing. Why would you want to bet against your own? And I'm not saying everyone's in the United States, but I'm talking to specifically people in the United States right now. Why are you betting against this? Why are you sidelining yourself? What makes you think these people are going to just flash in the pan, support crypto just to dump on your heads for a small gain? No. This is what the bears will convince you, so then you don't steadily stick to your plan. Doesn't mean don't take profits and round trip and just like, and there's variables to it. We've gone into the simple 3 easy steps that you could survive and learn from your mistakes. Have points where you want to take some profits and DCA in, DCA out. You're not going to time the market perfectly, but you got to be in it. You can't be out. Even if your portfolio is down 60%, guess what? That's normal. It is 100% normal to have your portfolio be down 60% until you can feel the pain. And then when you get to that 269, doesn't mean everything is going to pump off that. Maybe some coins move, maybe some kind of move, but at a point, you will have the opportunity to then execute your plan, execute the strategy, instead of letting other people convince you otherwise. Don't let people do that. Figure out what your plan is and figure out how to be neutrally optimistic about where you're at. Be neutrally optimistic about being in the cryptocurrency markets right now, because what other industry are you going to be in that is literally at one company's value? Let's shout out to Asset Market Cap. Let's go to Asset Market Cap. That's one of the followers of the channel. Asset Market Cap. We want to support them. Asset Market Cap. They have a really cool dashboard where you can see the value of real estate, oil, the currencies, everything combined. And you can see here, look, just for Apple, 3.2 trillion, the total cryptocurrency market right now, the total market cap of everything total is 2.6 trillion. And you're telling me with the U.S. government and the Trump family set up their own protocol, has $80 million of assets in here of different coins, some of them that we've talked about and have been already pre-bullish on, and you're telling me, and I'm talking to the bears, and you're telling me that it's going to zero, and then that the TradFi just somehow is just going to keep their systems running on these old computers that communicate with each other. Elon explained in a video recently in an interview that the computers don't even communicate with each other. They don't even communicate from one computer, one system, or one department to the next. So what they do is they double, triple, quadruple spend, and there is no checks and balances. There is no checks and balances where even just in the government, there are Social Security checks and government loans going out to 9-month-olds and people that are 150 years old. Do you know someone who's 150 years old? Do you know a 9-month-old that is business advantageous and opening up its own business needs a business loan? No. So where's that money going? Where's that money going? Pretty crazy. So so this is where the system is being overhauled and getting AOL version 7.0 at where it had been running on the first AOL. So now we're getting some, now we're getting out of 56K internet, and we're going into maybe some broadband. Maybe we're going broadband. Maybe we're finally going to get some DSL. So that's how you have to think about it. That is how you have to think about what is going on right now. It is a fooling. All the while, oh yeah, the guns token. Yes. So that's what we were actually trading, the guns token on. That's what we're going to get into. So yeah, there's some other things that we want to get into. Let's actually go back to the guns token because we were trading it and we made some profits and then we jacked up our entry. But I think it's back to entry. It's very close back to entry of where it launched. And we're still going to try and trade this because this thing, like we were explaining earlier in the start of the show, this is a really, really cool idea. So it's an in-current free-to-play games. You don't truly own the items you purchase or loot. If you're accidentally banned or you simply stop playing, the item loses all its value. Guns is here to reinvent the system. You can now own and trade the items you loot if you want to. So in the game, you can basically get these, it's like an NFT, and then you can choose to do what you will with it. But then also there is this guns token that is incorporated in this ecosystem. Telling you guys, this is just the start, and it's going to get crazy. The gaming bull run has not even started. This is where you can get your start. And then you think about what Grand Theft Auto is going to do. It's going to be freaking crazy. It's going to be insane. It's going to get wild. People are going to become millionaires from just playing video games and in trading in-game currencies. There are going to be millionaires that are going to figure out ways to build teams. They're going to build. There's going to be a bunch of 20 something 18-year-olds that are all living in the house together and all farming on these games. That is what is going to happen. It's going to be a complete financial revolution that is going to just flip things on its head. So if you can be even just, you don't even have to do that. You don't even have to go that far down the rabbit hole. You can just trade the token. You can just find the token, trade the token, or figure out that this is all based off of ecosystems that are building these things like AVAX or like, Gala, or you go into any other kind of Vulcan Forged. There's a lot of bullish gaming ecosystem tokens that you can get into and explore. Go to gaming. Go to like the highest traded volume tokens right now. It's actually guns. It's really flying. Guns is actually trading high volume right now, very much so. So we need to get back into the trade because it's right back almost an entry. So it got the listing entry price, traded up, and now it's getting back into the area where they usually like to bring it back and then swing it back up. So it's possible to do some damage with this. Let's see. Maybe close a little bit of this. And let's see if we can get some we're going to get some profit off of this trade and go back into guns. And guys, dang it. I said it again. Folks, do you remember when Obama on live TV during an interview said, well, we tortured some folks, and I was like, I cannot believe I voted for this guy. I cannot believe I got psyoped into thinking that clever son of a gun was bringing hope and change. Got psyoped, dang it. Well, we tortured some folks. Some folks? Just outrageous. All right, so we're gonna get back into this. We're gonna get back in we're getting right back in almost to the entry that we got in here. Was not, what was it? 0.0969. We're gonna wait for a nice little sweet entry. We all got fooled. We all got fooled so bad. Here's the deal. Everyone that's like probably like a hardcore conservative Republican now was a liberal Democrat who liked universal basic income and was like, yeah, Andrew Yang seemed pretty, yeah. There's a lot of people. I was like that. I was totally the Andrew Yang guy. I was like Obama, cool, way back. But then the second term came around, and I was like, I started listening to Alex. I found Alex Jones. I watched the Obama deception. I was like, whoa. What did I do? And then I had no hope. It took me a long time after that to finally kind of like get back, I was like, I couldn't trust anything anymore. Couldn't trust anything anymore. When you get psyop that bad, I mean, it's just like, ugh. Tony Trump was like, I was born MAGA. Oh yeah, I need to pull up the M2 chart. Where is that M2 chart? M2? Where I need M2. Is this it? M2 money stock? 21 trillion? Is that it? I don't know if this is right. M2 money stock? No. Where's the M2? Where's the M2 that people always pull up? Where is that? Where's the M2? M2. That's the Federal Reserve. So money stock, M2. United States money supply, US M2. Okay. 21 trillion. But you can only do it on the 3-month. It doesn't let you do it on... Oh, okay. It's looking like it could be in a nice reversal now. So let's see. Let's decrease. I had way too high leverage. So let's do like 20. And let's see if we can get a nice entry. I like that candle. Oh, it's swinging around. Oh, this thing is going all over the freaking place. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. This thing is going to be a little volatile, but the trading volume is crazy right now for this. It's like it would make no sense for it to not bounce back up here. Cuz it's going out of all the gaming tokens right now. Is that really the highest traded volume token? Is it? I guess so. It's so funny. You forget that Floki actually has a game, and you're wondering, why is Floki in the gaming category? So market cap-wise, Mutable is still... Oh, yeah. This might pump right back up here. Right back up into that 12 cents. Nice little scalp, but then also we were thinking things like this could really run. It could actually really run and surprise you. These gaming tokens, especially when it's a good idea like this, this might be something to watch. It's already it's a $60 million market cap, and the token's name and the whole idea around it is just, it's brilliant. It's gonna set the stage. I'm telling you guys, like, listen to what Becker says, and Elio Trades. They're like, look, the gaming sector is gonna be its own bull run. There's like the Bitcoin bull run, but then the gaming tokens and all the ecosystems with gaming is gonna be its own separate bull run, where you could make 100x like on multiple different tokens. Aiden Ross, funny. Aiden Ross made this comment. See if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Aiden Ross video. No. It was them. It was Aiden Ross, crypto, Frank. Maybe that's enough keywords. Oh no, I have to find this because it's so funny. Aiden Ross was right. Dang it. Where is that? I want to find this video because the way he said it was so funny. Because he had all of he basically had the vape cabal. Aiden Ross. Yeah, maybe I just do vape cabal. Aiden Ross vape cabal. There we go.
The reason why I do like MLG coin is when the whole whole fucking market was red. MLG coin actually was green. And
I mean, pull up Dex Trainer real quick. While the entire
Okay.
Ethereum in 2021 peaked. It's because.
Oh, here we go. Here it is.
Right. Can I ask you a question now?
Sure.
So, you know how Ethereum in 2021 peaked? It's because of NFTs, correct? We all agree.
yes,
Yes, Daddy.
Do you think that Solana's peaking because of Trump coins,
I'm gonna come.
etc.?
it's something.
It hasn't even started.
Yeah, it's something that you have to like.
That you had.
What do you mean? It has started. The biggest Solana coin just dropped, and that's what made it go to $300.
No. He's got a point.
Yeah, but the Right. Can I ask you a question now? So,
Oh, that was good. I definitely got to repost that. That's hilarious. But yeah, so Aiden Ross was saying, look, Ethereum peaked because of NFTs. The NFT market was booming and Ethereum was cranking off. So he said, Solana kind of peaked as with Trump coin, and Trump coin was the kind of the biggest liquidity grabber of the Solana ecosystem, and take basically a lot of the movement went right into Trump, and then into Melania, and then those went, and then it kind of eventually led to the capitulation of the ecosystem a little bit. So it's funny that all these guys coming in the room trying to whiteboard Aiden, and he's like, bro, I know what are you talking about? And all of them end up being wrong, and Aiden ends up being right. And they're all there to try and get Aiden into all of these Solana memes. It's just funny. It's funny. Speaking of it's funny, if the Pulse Chain ecosystem, if there's never been the best time to get into the ecosystem, it's now. Because now that there's so much FUD, everything has happened that could possibly happen in this ecosystem. I mean, if you don't buy now, then I don't know what to I don't know what to tell you. But this is the Pulse Chain ecosystem is going through some stuff, I'll tell you. It's going through some stuff. We have some stuff in the ecosystem. We're trying out this PDI. We're gonna see if this thing even gets close to even half the way of pegging. And even if it does that, it's pretty decent return. But would we be able to sell it at that point if said pegging happens with this forked copy stablecoin known as PDI? Well, we're just going to probably buy a little bit. We're going to buy a little Pulse. We're going to buy a little incentive token, a little PLSX, and we're just going to park it. And then once Ethereum gets back to where it needs to freaking go, then I would imagine that ecosystem will probably do something interesting. There's going to be something that I think plays out of all that FUD and out of the Ethereum move, because Ethereum eventually, I mean, it's bad. I mean, the 1, 2, 3, 4 monthly candles, red monthly candles, 4 red months. I mean, I don't even know if it's been that bad ever. 1, 2, 3. There was 3 right here. But then you think 1, 2, 3, 4. At a point, we gotta hit the floor, and start to go back up into some other prices. At a point, we gotta hit the floor. There's got to be a floor hitting with ETH. I'm sure you guys want that as well. And I appreciate you folks hitting the like button. You're doing such a great job today. Thank you. Let me know what you're drinking. We made a latte. We've had too much coffee already. But we wanted to get nice and jacked for the live stream. And we're not going to do rerouting or anything like that. We're just going to stream up until the point where we feel like stopping to stream, because this is what we do. This is part of our thing. We stream, and we hope you guys enjoy. We're showing you the trades. We're showing you the thesis. We've broken down kind of what to expect over the next few days, over this next month. We're going to go down a couple of different coins. Oh yeah, it's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a while. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it, Emmanuel. It's gonna take a minute. You are far. If you lived in the United States, you would have already gotten it. But we're drinking it. We're drinking the bean coin coffee right now, and I will tell you, a little fruit. It's a little on the fruity side, a little acidic when you're brewing it like a traditional cup of coffee. But if you want to get a really good true taste out of it, try it like espresso and like an Americana. That's where I feel like it gets a good flavor profile. All right. Let's see if this thing... Let's see if this guns token... See if this thing gets back up. And if you're wanting to trade... any of this volatility right now, check out the links in the description. Links in the description look like this. We're going to like our own stream. Check it out. So you can see here we got OURBIT, BLOFIN, and PHEMEX. These right now are our favorite exchanges to pop in and make some trades. Easy to use. And then also we have the classic crypto.com and Coinbase if you would like to get access to like a debit card. And if you're new into crypto too, this is a great way to start. You also get $10 in Bitcoin, and also you get I think you get Crow or Bitcoin with crypto.com by signing up with my referral code. And just make sure when you click this, if it doesn't actually give you the referral code, that's the referral code right there. It's right on the bottom. And then also make sure if you're going to go to the Bitcoin conference next month, or sorry, not next month, but in May, at the end of May, May 27th or the 29th, get your tickets with my referral code, Dano. Okay, and then click on the link, use my link, and then use Dano, and you will get 10% off. And also, I think if you stay at the Venetian, you might get a discount for booking your hotel early. So make sure you check that out. Yeah. I think that's about it. Anything else? Yeah, so if you want to get some coffee, if you want to order some coffee, go to Beancoin. And also if you want to get one of these dope Buff Doge shirts, it doesn't come with cat hair on it, I promise. But if you want one of these awesome Buff Doge shirts, I got so many compliments on this shirt, and also my Beancoin shirt. Walking around, I had so many people saying, "Oh, that's an awesome shirt. Oh, that's so cool." Blah blah blah. So if you want to get all of those same reactions, then go to the merch store and get some amazing Dano Crypto merch. And you can tell them, where did you get that? Well, I watch Dano Crypto on a weekly basis, and this is what we do. We sport our crypto gear. All right. Let's see what's going on. Is Bitcoin doing what we would like it to do? Is Bitcoin doing some stuff? Gold is really cranking. We had a target of $3,400 for gold to break out of the basically there is a cup and handle pattern in gold that we saw here. And it's basically now already has fully broken out of that pattern, which is the giant cup and handle pattern that was formed since 2012. And gold looks like it's going to be eyeing this $3,400 per ounce of gold. And then what do you think is going to be following suit after gold? It's lagging, but it will do just as well. We want to make sure we give you guys some TA on the precious metals, because these precious metals movements is a signification of just of the risk is switching of getting out of the dollar, and they're going to print more, but they're also going to be putting this and then getting it into silvers. And this is just like, a lot of this is just like paper silver. It's paper gold. You know, this is like trading, like basically paper silver and paper gold. So the moment that the traditional financial systems understand about the yield that you can generate through stable coins, through this, we went pretty deep into it the last live stream about the stablecoin yield is going to be the value propositions for the chains and why we actually go up a lot in total value locked in liquidity in the cryptocurrency markets as a whole. Like total crypto market cap is going to increase by $20-30 trillion, because it's going to be, a lot of that's going to be stable coins. But then the stable coins are going to be paired and generating with yield, but then the stable coins that are going to be issued are mainly probably all going to be, a lot of it's going to be on Ethereum. It's going to be on Binance. It's going to be on Tron. There's already a stable coin issued with Athena. So this is how the value proposition of these chains is going to increase. And why I'm mentioning this is because the transfer value of being able to transfer your value of gold and silver into something and move it around, it's you can't. So if you want to actually hold physical gold and silver, I mean, good luck. Like, I mean, you have way more of a chance of someone taking that or stealing it, or you not being able to adequately move it if you're really going to hold like a bunch of gold and silver. I mean, we're really going to have a giant trunk and chest. It's not how it's going to work going into a true digital age, where if you believe that there will be a system sustained and there's not going to be a total, nuclear Armageddon and black swan events, that there's like a massive whatever and the electricity, the power grid goes out. We're living in a digital age, and I get the gold and silver hedge, and I'm probably gonna do it too. I'm probably gonna get some gold. I'm gonna get some silver, especially some silver. I think silver is probably where it's at right now. I think silver is where it's at right now, 100%. Silver is the play. It's the lagging indicator of where money is flowing. Is it breaking out? Yeah. Is it going to break out? Let's go, baby. Let's go. We got basically money back right into close to what our original entry was when we tried to get into this thing. It was about 0.9, 0.0, 0.0969, 0.0969, 0.0989. So we're like damn close. So, oh yeah, let's do it, baby. We can do it. Yeah, we can. This might be a breakout right here, when people realize this is just one token, one ecosystem off of one game that could ignite a crypto gaming bull run. Look, it's just play for fun, play to own, get in-game items while playing Battle Royale 2.0 off the grid, make them your own and trade with other players, but only if you want to. So you don't have to. It's just like you can get these things and keep them or trade them or do whatever you want. And basically it's like, look, hey, I got 20 guns tokens. I want your gun. So here, trade me your gun for the 20 guns, and then boom, boom, and then vice versa. And then you see how it becomes a decentralized ecosystem of just peer-to-peer trading all in one thing. Super cool. I still haven't played this, but maybe we'll do a live stream where we test it out. What do you guys think? Put a 1 in the chat if you'd like me to test out off the grid, and maybe we'll even test out going into this guns platform. And you're basically, you can be a validator too. Validator NFTs, software nodes that mint in-game items and off-the-grid and other upcoming games on guns. There are 5 rarity levels, each with a power level determining its chance of being selected for a decoding transaction. So this is so cool. Guys, take a shot. I said it again. Folks, the crypto gaming bull run is not even started yet. It will start. And I believe that with determination and the ability to have hope and change in this cryptocurrency ecosystems, that we will move forward. That's my, do you like my Obama? That's my Obama. I think I do a good Obama. I do a good Trump. The cryptocurrency ecosystems, you guys love your Bitcoin. Don't sell your Bitcoin. You're going to say, Mr. President, we're tired of winning. We're so tired of winning. We can't take it anymore. We just can't take it anymore. Yeah, this thing has got, it's gotta break out. It's gotta like actually break, right? Something as cool as this. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on, baby. Or they just smack it right here. Just nuke it. They love doing that. Welcome. Welcome to the Pepe MAGA Show. Oh, yeah, this is... Oh, baby, let's go. Yeah. Yeah. I love that the analysis that I did last night at 1 a.m. was just dead on. It was dead on. Dead on. Look at this. The pattern matched perfectly. Said if we can hold this zone, we can hold that zone, then the obvious next target would be to rip to the upside. Whilst a lot of people are being super bearish, shorts can get swiped and liquidated. And I think if we were to look at the BTC inflows or outflows, it's been kind of just flatlined. There's a little bit of selling from Fidelity, but other than that, it's kind of just been stable, which is good. No major sell-offs. We had some buying. No crazy sell-offs. Let's go back to the, let's go to the whale data. Let's go to whale orders and see what's happening right here on the short term. Got some, we got some orders wanting to be filled and sold at 84,000, but then also we got some here at 84.5. Look at the liquidation heat map. See what's happening here. Oh yeah. Got a nice high liquidation leverage at 84,000. Once Bitcoin crosses 84,000, a lot of shorts are gonna get liquidated. That's gonna be a high liquidation level. So watch for that. Let's look at some more liquidation levels. We'll go to the liquidation map, and you can see here cumulative long liquidation leverages a lot sitting at that 50x leverage and 100x. Wow. Major 100x and 50x leverage coming in longs right here. And then you can see cumulative short liquidation levels at 84, 85. These are going to be smacked real hard at 81, 82. You can see a lot of these levels are going to be liquidated on longs right here. So if we go back into this purple box, the longs are going to get liquidated 50 to 100. So the 50 to 100x leverage longs will get liquidated at those levels. Right now, where we're sitting, if we go to 84 and get past this resistance, if we can get past this resistance right here through this level, then we're going to break probably real fast to 85 and 86. It's lunchtime right now, so we're at a pause moment. You can see here we got 1, 2, 3, 4 green candles on the 4-hour daily, looking pretty good, especially coming off this 1, 2, 3 days of red. So I think we could just be trucking up back up to the moving average, $86,000. Pretty solid moving average. And this just looks like a pretty easy chart and easy setup for the most part. Just let's let the day play out. Let's let it play out. You know, let's let it go. Let it go a little bit. But this looks good though. It looks good. Just it looks like a repeating pattern of what we did just on the 18th. So this was like, you know, last week or previous you know, week, 2 weeks ago. Get in there, let all that chop go around. Had that redistribution, pump redistribution to try and test the level 88. And then here, possibly to do this again, is to just to go up, test this, test the moving average, 86. And then all we have to do is do maybe a possible another redistribution. So we test the level, redistribute, and then go to 90. Because then that's kind of playing out the same swoop pattern here. Up, test, swoop, and then we get back into here. So this is what I'm thinking. This has to all match with volume. This is my bullish case scenario. So bullish case scenario, because I'm being neutrally optimistic about the markets right now. Because going into the next 2 days, we could get some kind of market reaction and volatility with the tariffs, like we mentioned, and it could possibly send us down into 79. But the fact that we're testing these levels pretty strong and we can get back up here, then we might not have such a violent crash back into these support levels, because we're already getting further and further away from them. So right now we're getting further away from 76,000, and we're getting closer to a probability of getting past this resistance of 86,000 and testing into this level right here, 88,000. So possible test up to 88. And then if there's really something just nothing happening, or I think if the tariffs and this whole April 2nd is just a nothing burger and it's already been priced in, then we're getting fooled and the shorts are the bears will actually finally get wrecked, and the market and the freaking market makers will start supporting the bullishness to the upside instead of trying to scam us and constantly trapping the longs and prioritizing the bears. Why are you going to prioritize the bears, bros? The bears, bros. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? All right, well, thank you guys for tuning in. I am convinced that I am in the doghouse. I am in the crypto algorithm doghouse. I've done all the no-nos. I've done all the bad things. I've done every single thing that can put you in the worst algorithmic position possible, because I know that I don't suck. I bring value to this freaking ecosystem. You guys have fun. I probably make you laugh, and I've probably kept you from jumping off the damn edge of the freaking cliff when we've been going through these bearish times. While all the other people that get the algorithm all in their face, they leave when it's bearish and when times are hard and they disappear. My ass is here. So just know that. And I'll tell you what, even if you think you'll get rewarded for that, if you make these mistakes like I've made with the algorithm, it's tough to battle through. It's tough to get back into the front. Like I've had Trump in my thumbnails. I've talked too much about maybe that stuff. I've had my channel banned and they never told me why. They said I broke community guidelines. So I've had to already fight to get my channel back. I think that screwed up my algorithm. And my channel, and also on X, I've been silenced 2 different times. It's just like it's not easy. So you do have to just kind of keep going no matter what, even if the algorithm is battling against you. And then you would say, "Oh, it's not the algorithm. You just suck. No one wants to watch your stuff." Not true. Not true. I will not believe that. That's what I'd try to tell myself, but if I wanted myself to quit. But no! It's not happening like that. All right. Let's check the market sentiment right now. So the market sentiment right now, fear, 34. Market cap, 2.5 billion total market cap. Volume, up 39%, 106 billion. Sectors, social fi up 5%, liquid staking's up 1%, memes are up 1%, stable coins getting up there, GameFi starting to trudge up. The heat map as of the hour, ETH was actually had a 1% change in the hour here. Bitcoin up 0.79%, now sitting at 83.3, just waiting for it to move. Solana sitting at a pretty decent accumulation price at 126. According to Marty Party, Binance keeps using Wintermute to offload Sol and flush it so then they can keep buying cheaper. They keep doing this rinse and repeat around 140, 145. It hits 150, then they bring it back down to 126 and 120 area, and then they just keep doing this and that and that. So I would say if you just want to play the game and know that they're just manipulating the crap out of the markets, you could think that, oh, once they bring it right back to 126, most likely they're going to try and run it back up to the 130s, 140s real quick again. And then that's your opportunity to play a short play on, not a short play, but a short-term time play on maybe a Solana trade. Knowing that these exchanges are doing this rinse and repeat, type of thing in the markets. So let's see what's going on. Let's actually look at Sol. Man, they brought it down to man, it was like 122. And when I'm saying they, I'm meaning the market makers. You think this is retail? You think this is like the Jeets on Solana and their Phantom wallet moving the Solana price? No, this is billions of dollars of offshore money flipping Solana on your head. You can see it all on chain. Just don't take my word for it. Go to Marty Party, go to his X, and check his stuff out. He does good work. On-chain investigator, basically breaking down that, look, Wintermute and this whole like offshore offloading of Solana happens all the time. All the time. They can't help themselves. They're like, they're so money hungry, these exchanges. They're willing to trade against their customers. It's kind of sick, but if you know this, then maybe you can play the game too. I'll tell you this, though, right here in this level is pretty good support. This is a really nice range right here. If we can hold this, I would say this is a pretty decent range for Solana to break out to its next levels. We got to watch and see how, look here at 152, but you see how every time it gets to 152, 160, they bring it right back down. And the only reason why it actually went up here was because of the Trump mania, a lot of the different, few Solana meme coins and plays that ultimately led to Solana pumping, also ETF news, and then eventually the capitulation down, right back down into the sweet entry, where these exchanges will probably run it back up again. But you got to watch out for that 150, 160, this area right here. So basically the point of control, if you're looking from this spot, purple box, wanting to get into a possible another, entry in Sol, take profit. Look at the Bollinger Bands. You can see there's possible another entry. If we bring it down lower, it could be 118, 121 could be a good entry. But if we have bottomed from this box, then 125, 126 as your entry, and a take profit, right here to the 786. Basically, right at the 786, take the profit at the 786, and then you also have a potential. Where's the long? You get the long here. Take profit. Right there. What is this, a short? No. I want the long position. There we go. At 126. Set your stop loss at I don't know. You'd have to set it pretty tight. You'd want to set it kind of tight. Drawdown from current be 2%. 2%. If you're 10x, that would be 20% drawdown from entry. So you got to think from from a 10x perspective. If we draw down 2-3, you're going to be down 30%. And then you're hitting, and then you could be hitting a stop loss there, risking the 2-3% drawdown to potentially go into take profit of the 786, which would be right here. This is what I'm thinking on Sol. So let's just see what happens. We gotta have volume to confirm this. And once we get volume and we get a full breakout, then this could be a nice trade, because then if you're 10x and you get a 10% move, then you're up 100%. Could be a possible good trade. I want to thank everyone for tuning in today. Okay. All right. It's 12:20. Bitcoin's hitting some resistance. But I have a good feeling that we're gonna liquidate some shorts. Let's liquidate some shorts today. Well, what's up with this liquidating the longs? Like, come on, stop it. Let's push it. Let's start to liquidate these freaking bears. No more bears ruining our picnic. No more bears ruining our picnic. I want to demolish and destroy all the bears right now. We need the bears to get destroyed. That's what needs to happen right now. Bears need to get destroyed. I want bear carnage. This is what I would like to happen right now. Bear carnage. Who knows? The Biden crime family. Who knows where they are? Yeah, where's the laptop? Where's the laptop? All right, let's see if we got any breaking news. Any breaking news? Fink warns that the US dollar is at risk. Bitcoin a potential alternative. What is this? Trump brothers launch American Bitcoin with Hut 8. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, okay. Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr. have partnered with Hut 8 to launch American Bitcoin, a new Bitcoin mining company. Okay. American Bitcoin is a majority-owned subsidiary of Hut 8, formed through a previous buyout of American Data Centers. The new venture aims to become the world's largest and most efficient Bitcoin mining operation, while also building a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Nice. Then gold soars past 3,100. We were just talking about that amid the tariff uncertainty. So this surge in gold value coincides with reports that former President Trump's team is considering global tariffs up to 20% on virtually all U.S. trading partners. Okay, so let's go back into this real quick. Let me get to the tariffs. Okay. Here's the tariff details. We got reciprocal tariffs. The target is countries with significant trade surpluses or high tariffs already on U.S. exports, dubbed the Dirty 15 by Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. Likely candidates is China, the UAE, Mexico, Vietnam, Taiwan, Japan, South Korea, Canada, and India, based on 2024 trade deficit data from the Consensus Bureau. The rate expected to be varied per country, but leniency with rates possibly lower than reciprocal levels estimated suggests EU tariffs would settle around 18%. And then initially planned to cover trillions in imports, recent reports indicate a narrower focus targeting about $47 billion in goods from top trading partners. This scaling back excludes some broader sectoral levies for now, and it's set to be implemented April 2nd. So we still have today, we have tomorrow of some market volatility to possibly have, I think, that squeeze to the upside. I think this is where this squeeze might come in, and then we could have a volatile day open on the 2nd. So you can see the sector-specific tariffs are the automobiles and parts. Trump signed an executive order imposing a 25% tariff on all cars and car parts not made in the United States. So this is effective no later than May 3rd, with some sources citing April 3rd as the start. And so this is targeting imports from Mexico, Japan, South Korea. Cars built in the U.S. face no tariff, aiming to spur domestic production. So this is encouraging more domestic production and goods and services in the United States. And so this is ultimately good for us. And then the other sectors is on lumber, pharmaceuticals, semiconductors. Then we have the agricultural products. And then we have the secondary tariffs is Venezuela related, which is 25% tariffs on any country buying oil or gas from Venezuela. And so then we have Canada and Mexico. The existing tariffs is 25% tariffs on non-US MCA goods from Canada and Mexico, effective March 4th. And energy was 10%. And then the retaliation is Canada plans 25% tariffs on $107 billion in U.S. goods, which is like the steel and aluminum, starting April 2nd, and was delayed for March 13th to align with the U.S. deadline. So China is currently at 20% tariffs on all Chinese imports on top of a prior 10. And so no new tariffs will be added on China, but then proposed is a potential flat double-digit tariff, possibly 18 to 25% on all UE goods expected April 2nd. So this is not in yet. So the context is the trade volume affected. The reciprocal tariffs initially threatened trillions in imports, but the revised $47 billion is a fraction of the 3.1 trillion total U.S. goods imports in 2023. Auto tariffs alone could impact over $100 billion annually, White House estimate. So and honestly, it's going to be we don't know truly what is going to happen on the 2nd. The market could just be very overreactive, or it can be a nothing burger, or it could cause it's probably just going to be, I don't know. I have no idea. It's just going to be volatile. Just expect volatility. Anytime we've had the tariff talks and all the stuff like this, we've had volatility. So just expect that and know that it's going to be the name of the game here, is the volatility. Speaking of volatility, I think we're getting the gun breakout. Pull out your guns. Pull out your guns. Pew, pew. We're going to get the breakout, baby. Let's go. And then we are going to probably scoop some profits off of this. We're just going to hopefully it just breaks right back out into this price point, and we'll take some profits. We'll do partial and, scoop a little bit. Maybe we even take the whole trade. I mean, why not? It's looking good. Not looking too bad. And then we got, like we said, the Zeus narrative is huge. Even just getting back up to its previous run up here, we got the launch of this protocol. So this protocol is launched. So this is a thing that we can actually use. I think instead of playing these like the Bitcoin trade or the Zeus trade here in the short term, I think these are more like low leverage, like get some size in type of plays, because you just think of the success of Bitcoin and the DeFi protocol stuff with Bitcoin on Solana or whatever chain it is. It doesn't even matter. It's like that is going to be such a key narrative that I feel like it's a no-brainer that it could go back up into $1. And this could be a really, really, really good trade. You're trading on what tech is actually going to be used and what is actually going to be generating yield for people in an easy way that they can do it, and people can build and do all their stuff using the value of Bitcoin. It's pretty cool. We're probably going to, not probably, we will make a video on it and we'll test it out where we will actually get some Z Bitcoin and we'll test out this Zeus protocol, see what all the hubbub is about. All right, well, any questions? Debates? Answers? There's only 3 of you left, so I think I've lost about at the hour 32 mark. So, all right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Make sure, if you haven't already, just hit the like button and check out all the links in the description. It's the best way that you can directly support the channel. If you're not already a member of the channel, for a measly like $3 or $4 a month, you can sign up and become a member of the channel. We do some members only live streams. Just ask Kenneth. We do members only live streams. And we're also going to be doing some more community-based stuff. Join the Dano Dojo crew by getting in the Discord. Easy way that you can kind of chat with people. And this is just a great way that we can just, we can all keep calm, keep cool, keep collected, have a plan, have a strategy. We can help each other out. This is the whole point. Like, we don't want to be tribalistic here. We want to make sure we have a really awesome, welcoming community for people who are new to crypto, who are seasoned OGs, multi-cycled. Like, anyone is welcome in this community, and we encourage everyone to just be a part of the revolution, because it will be televised on YouTube. All right. See you later. Have fun today. We'll actually be back. We'll be back. We're going to actually stream later. We're going to stream later today. So we'll see you later. Make sure you tune into the second live stream. We might go back to doing our double live streams, 2 live streams a day. We'll see you. Peace out.